It's a new year, a new season, and we are underway.
Really dominating fashion here today is going to win.
2, 3, 4 for the final time.
Win number 1 on the season, only just barely.
He is going to win here at the Nazareth Speedway.
Wins the Emerson Electric 100K.
Gonna be Igor Barretto's gonna eke it out.
Cup Series champion is Shane Lake in the number 15.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
After a 1-week hiatus, the NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series returns to the circuit here just outside of Seattle, Washington, getting ready to kick off the 8th race of the 2021 campaign at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. It's the late one, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to kick off the NEX 500 presented by Armory Digital Racing Designs. If you are watching this race on the East Coast, you better put on a pot of coffee because this is a late one. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the legendary Armory Digital Super Speedway here just outside of Seattle, Washington, getting ready to start the 8th race of the 2021 season of the NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series, the NEX 500 presented by Armory Digital Racing Design. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Trey Wright, and I will have the call for this 48th lap event around the 2.6-mile Super Speedway, commonly known as AD. The second ever visit the Mission Barbecue Cup Series has made to this legendary racetrack. After a 1-week hiatus with the Easter break, the MBCS is back on the circuit here 2 weeks after an incredible race at Rockingham that was won by our resident Canadian Keegan Thompson and the number 14. We transitioned from the short oval to the high banks of the Armour Digital Super Speedway, and it should be quite the interesting race. Shout out to Matt Tuck for making absolutely banger I&I that we are going to see very, very interesting racing here with Speedway physics. Should shake up things in this one. And speaking of shaking up things, on the pole is number 9 of Zachary Fitzwater, who is fairly deep in the field, fairly deep in points, and has not really done well in qualifying. And speaking of said points, on the top right of your screen, you will see your points after the Rockingham race. Madison Tall retakes the lead, the points lead, I should say, with a 970 points, 2 wins on the season. She has just outright dominated the season, apart from a couple of poor finishes. But then right behind her is the first of 6 rookies inside the top 10 in points. Dano Georgi, number 34 for American Motorsports. He is the most recent Super Speedway winner in this series, so watch out for him and the other Fords to potentially get it done here at the Armour Digital Super Speedway. Third in points is Mitchell Collins with 900 points. John Andrews is 4th, and then last race's winner, Keegan Thompson, the 14, rounds out the top 5. Charlie Davenport, 6th. Perez, Macro, Reeves, Garlington round out the top 10. 6 of those drivers have got yellow stripes on their rear bumpers, and this has been pretty much the mantra for the first bit of the season, how strong this rookie class has been. 2 of those drivers have visited BodyArmor Victory Lane, Dano Georgi in Daytona and Aiden Macro in Atlanta. And we got rookie Cameron Garlington starting on the front row. So let's see who can capitalize tonight here at AD. Gonna get the cars rolling off here. Starting lineup on the left-hand side of your screen. On the pole is the number 9 of Zachary Fitzwater. Starting alongside him is the 28 of Cameron Garlington. Row 2, Nelson Reeves in the 7 starts alongside the 17 of Logan Williams. Row 3, 42 of Aiden Macro, your Atlanta winner, starts alongside the 19 of Tyler Reynolds, I should say. Get a here. Row 4, Landon Smith Jr., who was last in points, starts alongside the 0 of Colton Yo. And row number 5, John Andrews in the 46 starts alongside yet another rookie in Ryan Durrani. KFC race report at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Going to be a 48-lap affair around this 2.6-mile kidney bean-shaped racetrack here just outside of Seattle, Washington. Pit window should be 38 laps, should be a single-stop race. And I know Caleb Rose in that 32 would love it if it was a single-stop race. Unfortunately, was kind of screwed out of a win with pit strategy last year. Hopefully, he is looking for redemption in that 32. And this is a super speedway track. And so the question, if there will be the big one, is not a matter of if, but when and where. And this is a wide racetrack. They can go 4 wide, but 5 wide is where you need to start worrying. And no recent winner, the most recent winner, I should say, was Benjamin Dover last season in 56. Dover is no longer the driver of the 56. That title belongs to Tristan Allen. See if Allen can pilot that 5-hour energy Toyota Camry from MWR to BodyArmor Victory Lane in back-to-back races at AD. Pace car pulls off onto pit lane. The start-finish line, like Talladega, is all the way towards turn 1. So we could see a last lap pass in the tri-oval. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to racing on NASCAR Nerd 34. Fitzy and Garlington, through the gears they go. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing here from AD. Lap number 1 led by Zachary Fitzwater, our resident Australian here in the NOFSRL. But behind him, another Aussie in Nelson Reeves, highest running rookie in the field so far, in a dogfight between him and Garlington. And behind all of those guys, 3 and 4 wide throughout the majority of the field. And all 40 cars made it off the starting grid. That's 5 bonus points to Zachary Fitzwater for leading the first lap at the line, 47.163. And that's just a warm-up lap, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are going to be flying around here as Reeves dives down to the inside of Fitzwater, looking for that top position at the line. I think Fitzy's going to get the run on the outside. Garlington goes way high on top of Logan Williams. He cannot get the pass done, and he falls back in a 4-wide situation between himself, Colton Yo, Keegan Thompson, and Juan Rodriguez. That inside line, especially in the first couple of turns, does wonders for these guys. But that middle and third groove on the back straightaway in 3 and 4 is where where drivers want to be, especially at the end of this one. Reeves leads 3 and 4 wide behind him. It is a couple of different freight trains. Thought there was 5 wide there in the back of the pack for a second, but Matt Tuck has created an absolute Frankenstein of an I&I, and it is showing its might early on in the going. Reeves leads an Oklahoma Land Rush behind him in the 7. 3 laps down, 45 to go here in the NEX 500 presented by Armory Digital Racing Designs. They're going to go 4 wide for second behind Reeves for a split second. Eric Monaco thought about it. Noah Clifton in the 16 is up here. another Australian. Quite a few Aussies in the front. We've got Reeves, Clifton, and Fitzwater. I believe that might be our only Australians in the field, but 3 Aussies is nothing to sneeze at. Reeves continues to duel with Fitzwater as Clifton is behind Reeves. Chevrolet running 1, 2, 3, 4 at the line. Yep, Chevrolet wearing 1, 2, 3, 4 at the line. Somebody got in the outside wall. Not sure who it was. I think it might have been Tyler Reynolds. Did hear some form of contact, but we remain green here as it is still Nelson Reeves at the front. 206 almost 207 miles per hour last time. These guys are flying around here at 43 seconds a lap. Doing 2.6 miles in 43 seconds. That is not an easy feat, as the 05 of Owen Miles, I should say, goes wide through 3 and 4. Davenport with the fastest lap currently. Let's see what the speed was that time. Baez, Juan Rodriguez up into the outside wall, and he is going to straddle that wall. Oh, into Brayden Perez! Perez really out of shape. Saves it, an incredible save at 200 miles an hour, but he is going to lose a lot of momentum in the 92, and that is going to split this pack up a little bit. That was an incredible save out of Brayden Perez, but he is going to dearly pay the price for it. But if I'm him, I think it's better to fall back now and wreck and not save it. Now, could see these guys get back together in this pack. Now Bouchard is in the outside wall. He is going to ride it as well, and he is going to ride it a lot more than Perez did. So Bouchard is going to lose momentum. So does Stapleton. Stapleton, they're going to go 4 wide back in there. But we remain green. How about Caleb Rose? There is no double yellow line rule here, probably because the double yellow line is not yellow, but also because it's in our 2003, and there was no such thing as a double yellow line rule in 2003. How about this? Jordan Lopez, a Portuguese driver, to the point here in the number 81 Starcom Fiber Chevy Monte Carlo. He's got a couple of veterans to deal with on his low side, that being Monaco Fitzy. And Noah Clifton is also a rookie, but then got a former Daytona 500 champion and Ryan Benjamin right beside him momentarily. Now we're seeing that second pack creep back up into the picture, getting a little bit of a draft. Nobody's down the pit lane as Fitzwater utilizing the inside lane a little bit to slingshot past Monaco. Fitzy back to the race lead here, looking to lead the most laps and looking to get his 3rd career Mission Barbecue Cup Series win. I believe he's looking for his 3rd. He's won at Texas World. He hasn't won yet this season. He's won at Texas World, and he's won at the Daytona Beach course. I believe those are his only 2 wins. We're now seeing the back half of this field stretch out a little bit. These are guys that have hit the wall. That was Rodriguez, who got into the 92. So both of those guys have a little bit of aerodynamic damage. So does Bouchard. But this front pack of about 25 or 30 or so cars is roaring around this 2.6 mile super speedway in record speed, almost 210 miles per hour, 210 on the nose just about, was Fitzy last time by. He's 4 wide behind him, 3 wide behind those 4 wide guys. Otter Island Motorsports in the top 5, just a couple tenths on each other. And all these guys are running about less than 2.5 seconds within one another. This lead pack of 29 cars, all within a second. And just hoping that nothing bad happens, hoping that we don't get a huge wreck in front of the field, but like I said, it's not a matter of if, but when and where, and if the ifs you get caught up in it, so technically there is an if statement in that. Jordan Lopez back at the race lead. Help from his rookie teammates, I should say, of Ethan Lewis and Logan Alexander in the 20. Alexander is looking to lead his first lap of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Help from Ryan Benjamin. I don't see Tristan Allen up in this front pack. Actually, there he is in the 56. Currently running last time by P16, so kind of keeping it a little bit safe, but he is up on that outside in the super speedways. The outside lane is not where you want to be for several different reasons, but Fitzwater at the line, 3/4 of a car length over Alexander and Benjamin, but Benjamin going to get a huge run on the inside lane through 1 and 2. Help from Will Parrish and Josh Williamson on the inside, as well as Cole Sampson. Couple of Appleseed Racing guys. In fact, all 3 Appleseed Racing guys are on this low line. Georgia is going to break up the Chevrolet party. In fact, both of the American Motorsports guys are going to break up the Chevy party on the inside as Ryan Benjamin goes to the point here. Help from Josh Williamson. Williamson moves low. Benjamin's going to have a little bit of a run through the corner. Through the tri-oval, I should say. Going to be a dead heat at the line. Benjamin will lead the lap, I believe. The 5 of Cole Sampson and the 14 is going to lead the next lap as Williamson pushes past the 15 on the outside. Help from a couple of Chevrolets and a couple of blue ovals. And it's just madness throughout the majority of this field. Caleb Rose falls back in the 32 just a little bit on the outside. These guys are continuing to fly around this Armory Digital Super Speedway. Cole Sampson is going to move a little bit low. Going to have a little bit of help from his teammate. Appleseed Racing guy is going to try and get uniform up here. Riley Sampson trying to help his teammate and his brother and his team owner. But he's stuck in a 4-wide situation. Benjamin's going to get shuffled high. So is Monaco. Monaco scrapes the wall, keeps his composure. We remain green. Everybody remains safe. I'm not sure about happy, but I'm happy because we don't have a caution. And Appleseed Racing running, look like at the moment, 1, 2, 3. Here comes Tristan Allen, the 56, looking to get that car back-to-back wins at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. And now this rear pack is beginning to close up, and with the exception of Juan Rodriguez, who has fallen off the pace, hoping for a yellow. The way these guys are racing, I wouldn't say a yellow is too far behind. 3 wide for the race lead. Durrani leads his first lap of the night. It's going to be a plethora of drivers looking for leading laps. Colton Yo got a little squirrely on the apron. He remains straight. Now it's going to be tight quarters there. There's enough room for 4 wide. Like there's going to be room for 5 wide there. Have to take a look at this battle. Brendan Yodel, Riley Sampson. Going to be tight off the corner. For now, they remain straight. Durrani and Allen. Keegan Thompson, 3-car breakaway at the moment. Thompson moves high, and these guys are getting really close. This could be an accident, and it is! Sampson brothers, Brendan Yodel, Josh Williamson, Ryan Benjamin. Up in the outside, Will Parrish, Nathan Stapleton. And the caution is out for the first time here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. The Sampson brothers getting together, and so is Brendan Yodel. Oh, Juan Rodriguez almost ran over someone. Yodel's going to be stuck on the apron. And that is not going to do him any favors in the points. We'll race back to the line. And it was inevitable that was going to happen. Durrani will lead them back. Yodel with a lot of damage in the 26. And it looks like that was thankfully it. Some rear end damage to the 02 of Parrish. He makes it back to the line. That's not going to help with his aerodynamics. Now that actually came at a pretty good time for the rest of the field. Cole Sampson has such a good run going for him, and unfortunately that's going all out the window, and he's got a lot of damage in that 5. But I came at a perfect opportunity. I expect all 40 of these guys, 35. All these guys that are in this pack that made it back to the line that were not involved to head down the pit lane and get 4 fresh Hoosiers and some octane racing fuel. Is that okay? I thought Ethan Lewis was gonna stay out there, but Durrani leads them down the pit lane. Cole Sampson is retired. You see the pit sign is down on that 5 stall. Gonna follow along here with the 38 of Ryan Durrani. See what he does here. I expect at the very least some octane racing fuel. And looks like it's gonna be gas and go. That got dicey there between him and Rodriguez. Oh, no, not Rodriguez, excuse me. Tyler Reynolds. Make sure everybody gets off pit road nice and easy. Landon Smith Jr. did not. But it looks like the general consensus is going to be gas and go stops Fitzwater. He's going to come down the pit lane. I believe everybody should be getting out nice and easy. This is a very narrow pit lane. Fitzwater is going to get a little bit of repairs on the 9. Ran into somebody on the pit lane. Cole Sampson, Riley Sampson, Brendan Yodel. A couple of other drivers involved heavily in this lap 15 incident. And I'm not sure what Caleb Rose is doing. I think trying to figure out what everybody's position is. It's okay. It's alright. And should be a race to the end here at the Armor Digital Super Speedway. With 28 laps remaining. Next time by in the NEX 500 presented by Armor Digital Racing Designs. Durrani led them off the pit lane. Look at Keegan Thompson. Not Ryan Benjamin. This is Ryan Benjamin's teammate Tristan Allen. Daisy Johnson up in here. Rocking P4. And Cameron Garlington, highest run. Not the second highest running rookie, I should say. But we did have an incident and knocked out at least 1 car. Potentially 2 if Brendan Yodel decides to call it quits. We're gonna take a look and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway in the NEX 500 presented by Armory Digital Racing Designs. So 4 wide going into turns 1 and 2. You see Yodel and Riley Sampson already rubbing fenders as they cross the start-finish line. And they are right up in each other's business. Daisy Johnson, the 53, just gonna mind her own business and watch chaos fold to the right side of her. And Yodel moves up the racetrack, almost goes upside down, collects Josh Williamson. Ryan Benjamin nowhere to go. Logan Alexander and Fitzy were involved as well. Did not notice those guys. An impressive save out of the 20 of Logan Alexander, but pretty much cut and dry there. 26 ran out of room on the racetrack, went up into the 24 of Sampson. Nowhere to go for a lot of guys that were on the outside lane. You see Will Parrish involved. So it was a 78 of Mitchell Collins. A little bit of cosmetic damage in that 78. Nathan Stapleton is just going to give a love tap to the 5 of Cole Sampson. And that was pretty much it, thankfully. Thankfully, we did not see the whole field wadding it up. But nonetheless, it's going to knock out at least 1 guy. And 26 of Brendan Yodel almost going upside down on the transition from the banking to the apron. But thankfully did not go upside down, got stuck on the apron. And unfortunately had to teleport back to pit lane. Going to take a couple of onboards here and then get you back to the racing action here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. One final look in real time following along with Brendan Yodel. Yodel just moves up the racetrack, runs out of real estate, and nowhere for the Sampson brothers to go, and a lot of guys are on the outside at the time. And like I said, thankfully they did not wad it up through 1 and 2. And that is, I'll personally say that's going to help the complexion of the race, because we aren't going to have to worry about green flag pit stops. So these guys should be in it to the end. And Durrani led them to the caution flag, led them off the pit lane. Let's see what this father of all American motorsports Ford Taurus can do on the restart here, wrapping up our first caution of the night at AD. Back here at the Armor Digital Super Speedway, wrapping up the first caution of the night. Take a look and see who was knocked out from that incident. That was, excuse me, Cole Sampson. Yes, Cole Sampson, not Riley Sampson. Cole Sampson, the 5, and Brendan Yodel in the 26 were knocked out. 38 cars remain on the racetrack, all 38 on the lead lap. You're running your top 5 coming to the restart are Ryan Durrani, Keegan Thompson, Tristan Allen, Daisy Johnson, and Cameron Garlington. Yo Davenport, Logan Williams, Reynolds, and Dustin Davis. Your top 10 through the gears they go. And pretty poor start for not Logan Williams, Colton Yo in the 0. But watch these guys quickly form back up. Tristan Allen moves to the inside of Ryan Durrani. Tristan Allen, as of recording this, I believe is still looking for his first win in the NOFSRL Cup Series. I think it would do a little bit of a... It would be better. I don't want to say better, but it would be a little good. I think it would be fine with him if he was able to get a win in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. But to the race lead, Cameron Garlington for the first time tonight. Car 28 is going to overtake car 38 and lead lap number 21. It would have been cooler if it was lap 28, but alas, that's not the case. Cameron Garlington to the race lead. Logan Williams hot on his tail. Williams, the Badlands winner last season, looking for win number 2 as a personal driver and win number 1 for Logan Sport. That this new team that is manufactured, cars are manufactured by Pontiac, the only Pontiac-backed team in the season, in the field this season. Right now is putting the Pontiac logo at the point here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. His teammate is Daniel Bouchard, who has had a really poor season so far. Bouchard currently runs in the last time by. Currently runs. Let's fucking find that 07 number. He's not a lap down, is he? No, he's not a lap down. Trying to locate where he was 21st last time by. It looks like he's picking up a couple of positions here, but Bouchard is iffy right now, but we're only 7.5 races into the season, as next time by is the halfway point in the NEX 500, and Ethan Lewis leads his first lap of the night. John Andrews would like to do the same thing. Watch out as Logan Williams goes wide through the corner momentarily, through the little bit of a short chute between turns 1 and 2. Madison Tall, your points leader, would love to get her 3rd win of the season already, as she has been putting on an absolute clinic this season. These guys are getting really racy up towards the front. Garlington gets posted up to the high side, gonna fall back a little bit. This time by cross flags from Alex the Flagman. John Andrews wants to lead at the halfway point. Rookies currently running 1, 2, 3 at the line. It is still going to be Ethan Lewis just barely edging out. 79 is Derek Hamill, owner-driver for Macklin Hamill Motorsports. It's going to, boy, that got close there between Hamill and the 38 of, Ryan Durrani. Look and see some of the guys that were involved in this incident. Riley Sampson. It's not been the season Sampson has wanted, still in search of that first win in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. Same with Josh Williamson, makes a move over to the 98 team. Will Parrish, his woes have been well documented this season. And Fitzy was your pole sitter, has led quite a few laps this evening, so that's at least 10 points in the bank for that 9 team, as John Andrews goes to the point. It's not an NOFSRL sanctioned race without missing a pass for the lead, I tell you that. And Reeves is looking to pass his rookie teammate for the race lead. Shout out to Zachary Davis in this one car, your Phoenix winner and your Clash winner back in February. He knows his way around super speedway, so watch out for Zachary Davis at the end of this one, right behind his brother of Dustin Davis. I believe they are related in that realm. A couple of full frontal motorsports Chevrolets at the front. Aiden Macro is somewhere in this field. There he is in the 42-year Atlanta winner. Running in the 24th position last time by, but that can easily change. He is on the inside lane, and he is already moving up, tandeming with the 34 of Dano Georgi. And I'm going to sidebar here. Actually, nope. Thought they're going to go 5 wide there for a second. They're still 4 wide through the corner. Now they bottle it back down to 3 wide. So now I'm going to do my sidebar here. I really wish that NR 2003 had tandem draft physics, because that would be awesome in my opinion. It's not awesome if you're a Madison Tall fan. She's in the outside wall. She's going to not come down into Brendan Wilmington. But oh, they are 5 wide now. Watch out for this on the back straightaway. Wilmington is able to clear. 4 wide behind them. Watch out for these guys. It's going to get dicey through the corner. But they should survive. But Madison Tall in the 99. Going to go from a hero running 5th to a 0 running outside of the top 5. And these guys are already closing in on lap traffic. Riley Sampson, the stricken 24 car. Where does Sampson go? Goes right through the middle. Gonna hold up a couple of guys. Gonna hold up the 78 of Mitchell Collins. Watch out if this generates an accident. It very might. It very may be, I should say. Got 20 laps to go in this NEX 500 here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. I believe that should be it, and that has broken up this pack just a little bit. Keegan Thompson looking to go back-to-back in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series for the first time in series history. He already broke a 3-way tie last week for career wins with his 5th win of his career. He's looking to break yet another record, or create another record, I should say, in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. He's got 19 laps to figure out how to do so. All these guys have gotten around Riley Sampson, but that 24 car is so slow on the racetrack. I expect them to catch that 24 a couple more times, and potentially the 98 and the 02. So lap traffic is going to come into play here. Coming around to 18 laps remaining for Keegan Thompson, Cameron Garlington, and just a boatload of other rookies in this field. 14 of Thompson edged out the 7 by a nose at the line. That was insane. They go 4 wide momentarily behind them. What a Landon Smith Jr. in the 88. And that's not Landon Smith Jr. That is Landon Smith Jr. in the 88. Currently last in points. Really needs a good run. And he is in position to potentially get one here if he gets back down to the inside lane. 4 wide for 3rd. John Andrews smartly backs out of that battle as Keegan Thompson falls back on the outside. New race leader dead heat at the line. It's gonna be just barely Cameron Garlington. Now Zachary Davis, we mentioned this about 5 or 10 laps ago. Davis knows his way around these super speedways. And watch out for him at the end, and so does Dano Georgi, your Daytona 500 winner back in February. Let's see what Georgi can do. And these guys are rapidly closing in on Josh Williamson. They're going to close in on him and Will Parrish by the end of this one. I'm not sure if they're going to catch the 24 of Riley Sampson again. They are for certain going to catch the 98 and the 02 before the checkered flag falls here in Armory Digital, at Armory Digital in Seattle, Washington. Zachary Davis leads his first lap of the night. Fastest lap so far belongs to Josh Williamson, ironically, with a 43.067 lap time. Aiden macro gets in the wall off of 2 a little bit. We stay green for now. Georgia is going to utilize the middle lane inside of the 1. And how about Bouchard? We talked about him laying low, being in the mid-pack about 15 or 20 laps ago. Bouchard in contention to at least lead a lap, which would give him 5 bonus points. So it would be something. Bouchard to the inside of Georgi. Georgi will lead the lap. Bouchard will get the lead most certainly through 1 and 2 over Georgi. It's all about being at the right place at the right time. I thought the caution was out there for a second, but we remain green for now. 78 of Mitchell Collins, and now these guys are on the same straightaway as Josh Williamson. They're in the frame, so they are going to catch that 98 within the next couple of laps, or are they 5 wide? Hang on to your butts, ladies and gentlemen. This could get dicey, and just as it was 5 wide, it quickly goes back down to 4 wide. But it's just as that crisis is averted, a new crisis is among us. 98 of Josh Williamson. These guys are going to catch Williamson in turn 1. He's going to hold up Mitchell Collins. Collins is going to try and get around him. And that was not... Oh, that was not what Owen Miles needed. Owen Miles to the point, but he is going to get swallowed up by these guys in about 10 seconds, even less than that. That 05 is a sitting duck right now. Gonna go on board with him. On the rear bumper, you're just gonna see Charlie Davenport getting a huge run off the back of the 05. Davenport moves to the inside. Davenport will easily take the race lead away here. Coming around with about 10 laps to go. Georgi in the outside wall. Rides that wall, straddles that wall. We remain green here at the Armor Digital Super Speedway. Another lap car. I believe that should be the last one these guys have to pass. But it is Will Parrish, so you never know, ladies and gentlemen. You never know. Charlie Davenport looking for his first win of his career for single car team of Davenport Racing. What a story that would be here. Coming around to 12 laps remaining in the NEX 500 from the Armory Digital Super Speedway, but he's going to have a lot of company. And speaking of company, Will Parrish is about to get lapping these guys, hopefully on the straightaway, which would make it a little bit better, as Bouchard, a huge run coming on the inside from the 07. Not going to have a whole lot of drafting help. Moves up to the second line. Lopez replaces Bouchard's position. And now they're going to catch Parrish entering turn 3. Watch out for this, ladies and gentlemen. Where does Parrish go? He moves up high. So does Davenport. Davenport gets held up. Past him are Logan Williams and Durrani. And Bouchard and Davenport will get around the 02. And now the 17 and the 38, they're drafting partners, but they're sitting ducks as well. With 11 laps remaining from the Armory Digital Super Speedway for pretty much anyone in this lead pack. So anyone I would gauge from the leader of Logan Williams to Nelson Reeves. And that is 1st to 21st. Have to wait and see what can happen. The Davis brothers tandem drafting in position 22 and 23, and just as I say that, they decide to side draft each other, and now they're catching up to Riley Sampson again, ladies and gentlemen. The cycle just never ends. I believe that might be the last instance of lap traffic of this race. Hopefully Sampson passes through with ease like fiber. Gonna hold up Derek Hamill just a little bit. And now Bouchard to the point. Davenport below him. I believe Logan Williams and Brennan Wilmington are the only guys in this lead pack. We're going to throw Nathan Stapleton in there as well. That have won in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series with 10 laps remaining. Less than 10 laps remaining here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. We should be good for lap traffic, so this is going to be a race to the end. I'd say at this stage, I'm not sure where Sampson is. Yeah, he's come out the other end, thankfully, so I think these guys should be able to draft off this lead pack and potentially get up here to potentially get this race win. Not sure what the distance. I gauge it's about 20 car lengths, but we could see a yellow, which could potentially end it all here. But Garlington dives down deep past the 66 of Davenport. Has help from a Chevrolet teammate on the middle line. Can go down to the low line to yet another bow tie car. Garlington trying to block 3 or 4 lanes at once. Coming around to 7 laps remaining. Yes, 7 laps remaining at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. No, 8 laps to go, excuse me. 8 laps remaining at the Armory Digital Super Speedway for Cameron Garlington, Owen Miles, and just a crap ton of other drivers. Owen Miles especially has got Exalta on the car for the first time this weekend. That would be a banger of a celebration for that Exalta team company. They could go, they could bat for 1,000 in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. At least on the 05 car. They did get a pair of wins last season with Cole Sampson at Trenton and Talladega, but now we're starting to see the second pack close up just a little bit with 7 to go. And it's still anybody's race. We could potentially see a caution, especially with these guys clumping up together in this pack that is about 20 or 30 or so seconds behind. Yeah, about 20 seconds behind these guys. That shouldn't be a factor. Brennan Wilmington in the 62 to the race lead. Logan, not Logan Alexander, but that is Landon Smith Jr. in the 88. Looked to make it 3 wide there for a second. Does make it 3 wide. He meant to make it 4 wide there for a second, but now this second pack is caught up. Now we've got a freight train of cars looking to potentially score the win at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. This has been an absolutely superb drive that these guys have put on tonight. Insane racing, a lot of passing. Surprisingly, only 1 yellow flag has bestowed this race from going caution-free. I don't even know if I use the word bestow positively or negatively there, but you know what? We just got a handful of laps remaining here, and Cameron Garlington wants this to be the white flag and wants a caution to come out. To the inside goes Garlington. He has got drafting help from the 88 of Landon Smith Jr. at the line. Wilmington, no, Garlington edges him out at the line just barely. Oh, watch out for Jordan Lopez. That bottom line through 1 and 2 does wonders for these guys, especially if you've got a drafting partner. Once you get to the back straightaway, kind of goes away, and Madison Tall, she's jumped back into the ring. She wants to get her 3rd win of the season and tie Keegan Thompson for the most wins all time. She's got a chance to do so as Landon Smith Jr. in the 88 goes to the point, looking to lead his first lap of the race. So is Derek Hamill. Let's see what this Macklin Hamill Motorsports co-owner can do with less than 5 laps remaining here, and Wilmington gets up into the wall. This could get dicey, but they remain straight with 4 to go. Still anybody's race as Logan Williams powers past the 88. Madison Tall is on the inside lane. I would say generally, if any of these guys that are on the inside lane right now have a shot to win. So that is ranging from probably Ethan Lewis to about Jordan Lopez or Ryan Durrani, I'd gauge. I might throw in, I'll throw in Brandon Wilmington in there as well. But 3 to go at the line. Yes, 3 laps to go at the line for Logan Williams and pretty much anyone in this top pack. Garlington goes wide through the corner, keeps it straight. If a yellow comes out, that does it here as John Andrews getting a huge draft off the Pontiac of Logan Williams down the back straightaway for the 3rd and final time. And there is no lap traffic. They're not going to catch lap traffic in time. Ooh. They might catch Riley Sampson. That 24 is slow enough, and they're going 4 wide, coming around to 2 laps to go. Andrews has gotten around Williams. Reeves is up in this battle. Once again, this is chock full of rookies. And 4 wide through the corner with popsicle sticks in the air. They might catch Riley Sampson for a 3rd time. But I just don't know at this point. And now we're seeing guys come down the pit lane. I think those guys got into a little bit of a match right there. But through 3 and 4 for the second and final time for John Andrews. I'm not sure if he's gonna have this race won, but white flag in the air. One more time around the Armory Digital Super Speedway for John Andrews and anyone in this inside line. Nelson Reeves in the 7, Braden Perez in the 92. Couple of Pacific Racing guys in contention to potentially win this race. 7 of Nelson Reeves poked to the point down the back straightaway for the final time. Braden Perez in the 92, and I think they're going to catch Sampson. It's going to be very close at the line. They're not in the same frame as him yet, but through 3 and 4 for the final time. Nelson Reeves, Braden Perez, they're going to be close to catching Sampson, and Nelson Reeves, they're going to catch Sampson right at the line, but I believe Nelson Reeves in the 7 at the line barely just edges out John Andrews, and Reeves wins his first career Mission Barbecue Cup Series race at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. Andrews barely lost that out, and Riley Sampson, you madman. Goodness gracious. What a race. Nelson Reeves is your winner here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. And rookie, I tell you, this rookie class, man. 1, 2, 3, 4 finish for the rookies. How about that for the yellow stripes? I gotta see what this interval was at the line. 19 hundredths of a second. 19 thousandths of a second. He beat Andrews. My goodness, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. That was a race for the ages. Take a look and see. It was knocked out. Kind of incident. Looks like a couple of guys came down the pit lane. Not sure if these guys were coming up on their numbers or not. I don't believe they were, so I think we might have had a little incident in the back that might have sparked something, but Reeves wins a nail-biter here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. First win of the season for Macklin Hamill Motorsports, and something happened to Cameron Garlington. Not sure if he ran into someone, but thankfully nobody has to pay for that. It's just a game. But Nelson Reeves, John Andrews, Braden Perez, Ethan Lewis, rookies, your top 4. Who would have thought? It's a super speedway. Oh, Yosis Medea, and then Colton Yo rounds out the top 5. Logan Williams, Landon Smith Jr. That is a good best finish of the season for Landon Smith Jr. Brennan Wilmington, Madison Tall, definitely going to be the points leader after this one. And then Zachary Davis rounds out the top 10. Actually, John Andrews might be the points leader. John Andrews might be the points leader after this. You'll see in about 2 or so minutes, but what a race. That was insane. It might have been a little bit more insane than the Atlanta race that we had a couple weeks ago, but man, oh man, that was an instant classic there for the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. And hey, what a way to welcome us back here after the Easter break. But Nelson Reeves gets it done. And that is going to be a huge, huge points day for a lot of these guys, especially those rookies. I still can't fathom the fact that rookies finished the top 4. It would have been awesome if it was top 5, but top 4, we'll take it. You don't even see rookies win. You don't even see rookies get the podium, and they get podium +1, so who knows anymore, man. But Nelson Reeves is your official winner of the NEX 500 presented by Armory Digital Racing Designs. And that's a wrap here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. Tune in next week as we bridge the gap between a couple of super speedways with a trip to a little known place known as Strawberry Hill, and a little known capital city known as Richmond, Virginia. First time the Mission Barbecue Cup Series ventures down to the Richmond Raceway for the Twizzlers. Can't talk anymore. Twizzlers Virginia is for Lovers 400 at the Richmond Raceway, and then after that, we're going to Talladega. That track needs no introduction. Enough of that. Alabama Crimson Tide 49.9 is in 2 weeks. But that is then, and this is now. That's a wrap here at the Armory Digital Super Speedway. Congratulations once again to Nelson Reeves on winning the NEX 500 presented by Armory Digital Racing Design. We'll see y'all next week at the Richmond Raceway for the 9th race of the 2021 season of the NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this absolute banger of a race. Good morning, good afternoon, and a very, very late good night, ladies and gentlemen, especially y'all on the East Coast. Congratulations again to Nelson Reeves. Here are your points, and from the Armory Digital Super Speedway, this has been NASCAR Nerd 34, signing off.